Imagine a world where some people have almost magical powers, capable of changing realities and transforming lives with just a thought or an action. Now imagine that these people, called the Chosen Ones, have a secret that makes them incredibly powerful, but at the same time, dangerous. Yes, dangerous. Not in the sense of movie villains, but because their power comes with great responsibilities and consequences. Have you ever felt curious enough to want to explore something you know you should avoid? That's exactly how many feel about the Chosen Ones. They are shrouded in mystery and fascination, but also in warnings. Do not try to challenge them. These people have connections to forces that we, mere mortals, can barely comprehend, and interacting with them unprepared can lead to results we could never imagine. But what makes the Chosen Ones so special? They have soul contracts that bind them to powerful missions on Earth, helping to shape the course of human history and collective consciousness. They are the healers, the visionaries, the ones who whisper universal truths so profound that they can shake the foundations of our being. Now you might be wondering, how can I recognize them? How can I understand their power without putting myself in danger? Here is the solution. Learning about them safely, exploring the teachings of Dolores Cannon, who has unveiled many of the mysteries surrounding these enigmatic figures. By understanding who the Chosen Ones are and how they operate, we can learn to respect their space and influence without crossing lines we are not prepared to traverse. This knowledge not only protects you, but also enriches your worldview, opening doors to a deeper understanding of how invisible forces shape our world. So come with me on this journey of discovery, where I promise you will see the world in a way you never imagined possible, all while keeping a safe distance from the danger the Chosen Ones may represent. But first, make sure you are subscribed to the channel, because the next videos will be a series of content that will help you improve your spiritual life. Soul contracts and mission. Imagine that before we are born, as if we were preparing for a grand adventure, we choose very important missions to accomplish here on Earth. This is what we call soul contracts. It's like making an invisible agreement where we decide to help people grow internally, feel better about themselves, and even change the world for the better. These contracts are not chosen randomly. They are thoughtfully considered, as if we had a conversation with the universe to discover the best way to do our part here on Earth. Every mission we choose is incredibly important and has a significant impact, helping not only ourselves but also many other people to better understand who they are and feel happier and more connected with everyone around them. The Chosen Ones, as these people with special missions are called, have a huge role. They are like superheroes who, instead of capes and magical powers, have the mission to bring love, peace, and significant changes so that we can all live better. They work to awaken the best in people, heal old wounds, and even inspire changes that make everyone take better care of each other and the planet. Think of it as a team game where some players have special tasks that help the entire team win. The Chosen Ones are here to help all of us play better and understand the rules of the game of life, which is to live well, love greatly, and always grow. Thus, these soul contracts are incredibly important because they remind us that we all have something special to do in the world, and together we can make a difference. Discernment of the Chosen Ones. When we talk about the Chosen Ones, we are referring to very special people who have an important role here on Earth. But how can we know who these people are? It's not something you can see just by looking, like they wear a uniform or have a visible superpower. To discover who the true Chosen Ones are, we need to pay close attention to the things they do and the type of energy they transmit. The true Chosen Ones do incredible things, but in a very humble and sincere way. They are always ready to help, spreading love and kindness wherever they go, and they possess a wisdom that seems to come from another world. They don't need to shout to be heard. Their actions speak for them. When you are near a Chosen One, you can feel a good energy, as if you are lighter and happier. They treat everyone with great respect and care, seeing the good in each person. They are not here to boss anyone around or show that they are better. They want to help everyone feel better and grow. It's as if they have a lantern that illuminates the path for others to find their own light and walk on their own. The true chosen ones have an energy that makes people around them want to be better too. They are like teachers, but instead of giving boring lessons, they teach by example, living in a way that inspires others to live well too. So, to know who the chosen ones are, we need to observe and feel. It's necessary to look beyond what people say and pay attention to what they do and how they do it. The chosen ones are like secret heroes who are here to do good, and recognizing them is like discovering hidden treasures that can transform our lives for the better. Multidimensional beings. Have you ever imagined that some people might live in more than one place at the same time? It sounds like something out of a science fiction movie, doesn't it? But according to Dolores Cannon, the chosen ones are exactly like that. They are multidimensional beings. This means they are not only here on Earth, but can also be in other places in the universe simultaneously. This idea might be a bit difficult to understand, but think of it this way. Imagine you are playing a video game, and at the same time you are talking with your friends on your phone. You are in the game, but you are also part of a conversation elsewhere. The chosen ones are similar to this, but instead of games and conversations, they are present in different dimensions or realities. These special beings have a super advanced consciousness, which allows them to see and understand things that most of us can't. They can perceive the world in multiple ways at once and have access to information and wisdom that come from places far beyond our common world. This helps them bring new ideas and energies to aid the Earth and the people living here. Being in different dimensions also allows the chosen ones to act as bridges between the spiritual world and the material world. They help convey important messages and energy from one side to the other, facilitating changes and growths that we wouldn't be able to achieve on our own. It's like they are messengers, bringing news and gifts from distant places to help us live better. Understanding that there are multidimensional beings can help us expand our own way of seeing the world. We begin to realize that reality is much broader and more mysterious than it seems, and that there are many incredible things to discover. This can inspire us to learn more and explore new possibilities, dreaming big and imagining a future full of wonders and discoveries. Have you ever met a chosen one? Share your experience with the chosen ones in the comments, and we will respond to everyone. Dangers of transgression. Now imagine you have a friend who is very special, one of these chosen ones with an important mission in the world. What if someone did something bad to this friend, like deceiving or harming them in some way? Dolores Cannon tells us that this can bring very big problems, not only for the one who did the wrong, but also can trigger a series of bad consequences that go far beyond what we can see. It's as if these chosen ones are protected by a very powerful force, like an invisible super shield. If someone tries to do something against them, this force acts to correct things and ensure that justice is done. It's not revenge, but it's as if the universe is saying, "Hey, this is not right. Let's fix this so everyone can learn and grow." If you find yourself in a situation where you have harmed one of these chosen ones, even unintentionally, the best thing to do is to try to fix the mistake quickly. This can be by genuinely apologizing, showing that you understand what you did wrong, and trying to improve your actions moving forward. This is important because it shows that you respect the special role of these people, and also helps keep everything in harmony. This situation teaches us to be careful and respectful to everyone, especially those who have a special mission in life. After all, we are all connected, and our actions can affect many people, sometimes in ways we cannot imagine. Being kind and fair is the best way to live well with others and help create a world where everyone can feel safe and happy. Thinking about the consequences of our actions helps us to be more conscious and make better decisions, promoting peace and well-being for everyone around us. And this is something very powerful, which makes a big difference in the world. Galactic connections. Have you ever looked up at the night sky and wondered what exists out there among the stars? Dolores Cannon tells us that some of the chosen ones come from places far beyond our planet Earth, from distant parts of the universe. This means they bring with them wisdom and knowledge from other galaxies. Imagine these chosen ones as intergalactic travelers, who decided to come to Earth to help humanity evolve and better understand the universe. They are like ambassadors of the stars, bringing messages and teachings from places that we can only dream of seeing with our telescopes. The galactic connections of the chosen ones are not just fascinating stories. They have a very important purpose. These beings help Earth by connecting us with energies and ideas that can inspire us to live more harmoniously and consciously. They help us understand that we are part of something much larger, a vast web of life that extends throughout the universe. This idea might make us feel small, but at the same time, it is incredibly special to know that we are connected to the stars, and that there are beings who care so much about us that they travel across galaxies to help us. It's like having friends in very high places who send us gifts of wisdom and love, showing that life is truly a great mystery full of wonders to explore. These connections also teach us about the responsibility we have towards our planet and each other. Knowing that we are part of a cosmic community can inspire us to take better care of Earth and all the forms of life that share this place with us. It's a reminder that our actions have an impact not only here, but across the entire web of existence. Thinking about the chosen ones with galactic connections is like opening a window to the infinite, inviting us to dream big and seek to understand our place in the cosmos. It's an exciting adventure that calls us to be curious, brave, and compassionate, ready to learn from these friends from the stars and to do our part in creating a bright future for all. Divine connection. Imagine that each of us has a little light inside, something that makes us special and important. Now think about the chosen ones, and imagine that this light is even brighter and more powerful in them. Dolores Cannon tells us that the chosen ones have a very strong connection with the divine, something that goes beyond what we can see or touch, but that we can feel in our hearts. This divine connection is not something small or simple. It is enormous and wonderful. It's as if the chosen ones have a direct line to the love and wisdom of the universe. They are like lamps that not only shine by themselves, but also help illuminate the path for others. This light they have can inspire everyone around them to find their own inner light and shine as well. Now, you might wonder how this divine connection manifests in everyday life. Well, you can see it in the actions of the chosen ones. They act with great love, compassion, and understanding. They help people without expecting anything in return, and they always seem to know the right words to comfort someone who is sad or worried. It's as if they have a special wisdom that comes from a very high and beautiful place. This connection also makes the chosen ones respect everyone, seeing the good in each person. They treat everyone with kindness and care, recognizing that each of us is important and deserves love. This teaches us that no matter who we are or where we come from, we all have something special and are part of something much greater. Moreover, the divine connection of the chosen ones is not something that stays just within them. It spreads, touching the lives of many people. It's like they are centers of a great network of love and light that extends throughout the world, helping to heal pains and bring hope and joy where there is sadness and fear. Understanding this divine connection helps us realize how powerful love and kindness are. It shows us that by living with these values, we can make a big difference in the world, just as the chosen ones do. They inspire us to be better and to help others, showing that when we connect with the best within ourselves, we can transform the world around us into a brighter and happier place. Veil of forgetfulness. Have you ever tried to remember a dream upon waking, and it seems to slip from your mind like a soap bubble? This is a bit like the veil of forgetfulness that Dolores Cannon describes. When the souls of the chosen ones come to Earth to live as humans, they go through something similar. They forget many things about who they really are and where they came from. This is called the veil of forgetfulness. But why does this happen? Well, it's like part of a grand game. By forgetting, the chosen ones have the chance to learn and grow in new ways. It's as if they start an adventure without knowing the map or the rules, making the journey even more interesting and challenging. They have to discover for themselves who they are and what their true purpose is here on Earth. Even with this veil of forgetfulness, the chosen ones are a bit different from other people. They often feel that they have a special mission, even if they don't remember exactly what it is. They are like detectives of their own lives, piecing together clues about who they really are and what they came here to do. Gradually, some of them begin to remember bits and pieces of who they are. They might have moments of great clarity or feel a deep connection to something they can't quite explain. This is like the veil being lifted just a little, allowing them to see glimpses of their true essence. This remembrance is very important because it helps the chosen ones fulfill their missions. When they start to understand who they really are, they can use their abilities and wisdom to help others. It's like they have an inner light that, when discovered, can illuminate not only their own lives, but also the lives of those around them. And the most beautiful part of all this is that, by helping themselves remember who they are, the chosen ones also help other people do the same. They become examples of how we can overcome limitations and discover our true capabilities. This shows that even though the veil of forgetfulness makes us temporarily forget, inside each of us is an incredible light waiting to be found and shared. I see you haven't left a like on this video yet. This is very important for YouTube to deliver our content and continue helping you. So go ahead and give this video a like. It's free. Authenticity over showmanship. Let's imagine you have two types of toys. One is super bright and colorful, with lots of buttons and sounds, but it doesn't do much beyond flashing and making noise. The other toy might seem simpler without many lights or flashy colors, but it's incredibly fun and teaches you new games or stories. Which one do you think is truly more valuable? Dolores Cannon talks about something similar when comparing authenticity and mere showmanship among the chosen ones. The true chosen ones are like the second toy. They might not seem as impressive at first glance because they're not interested in just projecting a shiny image of themselves. They value being real and genuine more than just looking good to others. Their authenticity comes from within, from a deep connection to their purpose and inner truth. These chosen ones don't seek applause or external recognition. They know that what truly matters is being aligned with their mission and living according to true values. They are guided by an internal compass that points to what is right and good, no matter what is happening around them. This makes them act with integrity and truth, even when no one is watching. This authenticity manifests in various ways. For instance, instead of loudly boasting about their own achievements, they prefer to do things that really make a difference. They help others, share knowledge, and spread kindness, all without expecting anything in return. Their true strength comes from this ability to positively influence people's lives, subtly but powerfully transforming their surroundings. And it's not just about grand actions. The authenticity of the chosen ones also shows in the small things: how they treat people daily, how they respond to difficult situations, or how they stay true to their principles, even when it's tempting to do otherwise. These are the true measures of who they are. The lesson here is that being authentic is far more impactful than merely appearing to be something. It's about being true to yourself and your values, and living in a way that brings light and truth to the world. This creates a wave of positive impact that goes far beyond appearances and shows that true greatness comes from within. By valuing authenticity over showmanship, the chosen ones teach us a valuable lesson about how to live. They remind us that, in the end, what really matters is who we truly are and the good we do in the world, not just the image we present to others. Unity and collective evolution. Imagine that we are all part of a vast puzzle. Each piece is unique and has its own place and importance. However, it is only when all the pieces come together that we can see the complete picture and truly understand the meaning of the entire puzzle. This idea that we are all connected and that each of us contributes to a greater whole is what Dolores Cannon calls unity and collective evolution. According to Dolores, the chosen ones have a special role in this grand picture. They are like key pieces that help connect other pieces. They promote unity by reminding us that despite our differences, we have much in common and share the same world. They encourage us to look beyond our own lives and see how we can contribute to the well-being of everyone, not just ourselves. The chosen ones are like leaders in a choir, helping to maintain the rhythm and harmony so that all voices can unite in a beautiful song. They bring wisdom, love, and understanding, which are essential for healing divisions and creating a more cohesive and supportive society. They teach us that every action we take, every word we say, has an effect on others and on the world as a whole. Unity does not mean that we all have to be the same or think in the same way. In fact, it is about recognizing and celebrating our differences, knowing that each person has something unique and valuable to offer. It's like an orchestra, where different instruments play together. Each one contributes its distinct sound, but all work in harmony to create a complete and beautiful piece of music. The chosen ones also play a crucial role in the collective evolution of consciousness. They help to elevate the awareness of everyone around them, inspiring people to grow, transform, and seek a deeper understanding of themselves and the universe. They act as beacons of light, guiding others through their own journeys of self-discovery and enlightenment. This collective evolution is essential for us to face the global challenges ahead, such as environmental, social, and spiritual issues. When we elevate our consciousness, we begin to make wiser and more compassionate choices that benefit not only ourselves, but also the planet and all forms of life that inhabit it. The teachings of the chosen ones about unity and collective evolution invite us to think and act in a more connected and integrated way. They remind us that we are all in the same boat, sailing through the vast ocean of life, and that by working together with love and mutual respect, we can reach brighter and more promising destinations. Biblical precedents. Let's dive into how ancient stories, especially biblical ones, echo the same themes that Dolores Cannon discusses about the chosen ones. The Bible is filled with examples of people who were chosen for important missions and, through their journeys, demonstrated the strength of divine purpose and the protection that accompanies those truly dedicated to fulfilling their designated roles. Let's consider characters like Job and Daniel, whom Dolores mentions. Job, for instance, is famous for his patience and unwavering faith, even in the face of immense loss and suffering. God allowed Job to be severely tested, but in the end, his faithfulness was rewarded with a double restoration of everything he had lost. This story teaches us about resilience and faith, showing that even in the most challenging times, there is a greater plan at work, and that true dedication is recognized and honored. Daniel, on the other hand, was thrown into the lion's den because of his steadfastness in praying to God, defying the king's orders. Even in the face of death, Daniel maintained his faith, and God sent an angel to shut the mouths of the lions, miraculously protecting him. This story demonstrates how crucial it is to remain faithful to one's principles, even when it might cost everything, and how divine protection accompanies those who live with integrity and faith. These biblical examples highlight a recurring theme. The chosen ones often face enormous challenges, but through their faith and actions aligned with a higher purpose, they can profoundly influence the course of events and the consciousness of those around them. They serve as living reminders that greater forces are at play and that each of us has an important role in the tapestry of human destiny. The concept of being chosen is therefore not just about being selected for a task, but about how one responds to that call. It's about living in such a way that our actions and choices reflect a deeper commitment to values greater than our own desires or fears. It's about being a point of light that not only illuminates our own path, but also helps to light the way for others. These biblical stories and characters encourage us to view our own lives as part of a broader divine plan. They invite us to reflect on how we can live more aligned with our highest values and how we can be agents of change and light in a world that often seems dark and challenging. Looking at these biblical precedents, we are reminded that our impact can be much deeper and more lasting than we might imagine, and that faithfulness and courage can lead to outcomes that transcend our individual expectations, nurturing hope and faith not only in ourselves, but in all those around us. As the truth about God will shock you, they would prefer I didn't speak about it. But Dolores Cannon will reveal the whole truth in the final video on this screen. Click and watch to uncover the truth that no one wants you to know, and that can change your life and spirituality.